Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is InsideAgameR. Welcome back to Simply Connect Virtual Airlines. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, not 24, 2020. 24 is still a little bit broken. It's okay for the GA stuff, but for the jets, nah, it's not worth it yet. And we flew the iFly 737 Max the other week, and I actually quite enjoyed it. I really like this plane, so I wanted to fly it again. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. And today, we're going to finally go see Santa a little late. We always do a Christmas flight to Rovaniemi every year without fail. Usually it is carnage. Last year there was a huge kind of storm. The cloud base was very low. The Vatsim controller was terrible. I crashed the plane. Someone landed on a taxiway. It was bananas. It was good fun though. Good fun, and that's what we're all here for. So yeah, we're here currently in Oslo. So we're in ENGM, and we're going to be heading over to Rovaniemi at EFRO. Flight time of about 1 hour, 30 minutes or something like that. Nothing too strenuous today. So yeah, so look, this is going to be the last stream now until next Monday. I'm away for the next 6 days or 5 days. How many days it is, I don't know. Some of you know that I actually bought myself a very small aircraft, and I'm finally going up to do my difference training in it and actually fly the damn thing. So that's the plan for the week. If I get a chance to make any videos this week, I will. I might do some just kind of maybe giving a tour of the plane or something. Might not do any. I'll try and set up the GoPros. We'll see what the weather's like. The weather's kind of forecasted a bit iffy. I've got to do 2 hours difference training in the aircraft, and then after that we'll see what time I have left, and if I have enough time I'll try and do some videos to get some stuff out there for you guys, of course. Good evening to everyone who's here this evening. Good evening to Count, Mad Skills, Angel, hello, Grimble, Jamesy, Craig, good evening, Anthony, Iceman, good evening, good evening, good evening. I just realised I haven't actually 8 cars. I haven't actually put myself live on the VA yet, which is a bit silly. So yeah, so we're currently, it's very early in the morning here in Oslo. We will be flying into the daytime, so we don't have to worry about that too much. I think Jamesy's also flying with us tonight. I'll double check everything now in a second. I'm just setting up the A cars because I forgot to do it. We are in ENGM and we're heading to EFRO. Rovaniemi, and we're going to be taking a Boeing of some sort. Let's find the 737. I can't see the Maxes. I'll just take an 800 to speed things up. There you go. Start flight. Sweet. Flight has started on the VA. So any of you that want to join us on the virtual airlines, you're more than welcome. simplyconnectva.net. As always, we do try and fly once a week on these things. Just want to see who else is flying tonight. Yeah, it's just me and Kat at the moment. I think James is joining us though, but we'll find out what's going on with that. Will there be normal videos? Yes, so I've pre-recorded. That's what I was rushing around yesterday and today doing. I pre-recorded videos for the whole week. Some days you'll have 2 videos, some days you've only got 1 video. There are more of the Drug Lord Tycoon that we did today. There's more of the one I played yesterday. Can't even think of the name of it now. Whatever I played yesterday, some videos on that. There's 2 new games. One of them is tomorrow. There is a train simulator looking at the Armstrong Powerhouse 378. Yeah, so there's videos all week. There will be videos. I will be there. Loaded up late. No, don't worry, Jamesy. I actually loaded in and there was an update to 2020. Would you believe it? Since when did 2020 have an update? So you got a few minutes anyways. So we'll get into the plane because I've only set this plane up once before. I need to get involved. So we've got my little flashlight on. I've already started setting up some things here. I think currently the payload and performance, the weight and... Hang on, this is showing zeros now. Right, fuel is loaded. That's something. Packs, I didn't get anyone. Why is there no packs here? Total 178. Oh, okay, they're already in. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can complete that. That's fine. Okay, I'm happy. So I didn't set up any new cameras, unfortunately, for this aircraft. So I'll have to make do with what we got. We're going to throw the battery on. Oh, can't see a thing. We are going to switch on the ground power. That should light up the aircraft a little bit more here. Like I said, we will be flying into daytime, so it shouldn't be too awful. There you go. See the ground power. Everything's just kind of doing what it needs to do. We'll put strobes onto steady. Wheel lights can go to the on position now, I suppose, for the minute. Right, now, pedestal. I need to find out where the bloody hell my lights are. There we go. Let's get some lights going, and then I can turn off my light. Got some nice warming lights going on in here. There must be some other lights. Where are they? They're down here. Here we go. Right. Something, right? Hey, Georgina, good evening. Where did you get MFS2024? What? I'm not flying 24, I'm flying with 2020. But where did I get mine? Mine's a Steam key. I got mine from the developers. Okay, so ground power on. Dome section light can go on. Let's go back up above here quickly. Gotta see where the dome light is because I can't actually see it. It's here somewhere. No, dome light is up here. Here we go. Ah, there you go. Make it nice and bright. That's what I was after. We're going to move up to the top here as well. We're going to align our positions here. There you go. We've got 2 minutes for that. So they've moved into nav. That is fine. Select heading. Okay, I am going through a small checklist again, as always. We can always test the flaps there. They're okay. Let's move back down. Remove our master caution. Okay, emergency lighting can now be armed. We'll go back up above here. So emergency lighting to the arm position. That'll flick down by itself, which I really do like. And then we will put the window heats to the on position. And we will put the probe heat on as well. And so that's all done. So we're going to go down below to the tablet here. We're going to configure this. We've already set the fuel, so that's actually okay. Ensure you generate appropriate flight pattern and sim brief. Okay, well, sim brief should be done. We are going to go down below to the management system. We're going to go to the FMC. We're going to go to our position in it, and our reference airport is Oslo ENGM. ENGM. Yeah, so look, I'm finally going to go up to my plane, which is pretty cool. So I plan to hopefully get you some flying videos. I'll try and get one done at least this week. I'll do an introduction to the plane, like I'll show you around the plane. It needs a bit of work, it needs a bit of a clean and a few other bits and pieces, but we'll do it. It's new to us, right? And it's our own, which is nice. Okay. We're going to go to our route then. We're going to request our flight plan from SimBrief. Make our life nice and easy. We're just waiting for that to populate. It'll take a few seconds. There we go. We can now load it in. And we can now activate and execute. Okay, so we are flight number of always SIT7742. Oh, pain in the bum. SIT7742. Okay. The flight number's there. Runway, I think we're going from 19 right. I could be wrong, but I'll double check that. I like the career mode. It's a little bland, but it's a nice addition. It is a nice addition. I do like it. I will need to do a bit more on it. I will have a look at it a bit more in time. Okay, so at the moment, that's all fine. That's all in there. We can go to our departure arrivals. Yeah, look, the career mode is nice. We did a little bit of it there streaming a little while ago. Look, 2024 will be good. Give it another 6-7 months, maybe. It's had a few updates. Look, 2020 took nearly 3 years to get decent. You know, we used to every update cycle, every 3 months, used to break all the planes, even the payware planes, waiting for updates. I think that's why a lot of developers haven't moved their planes across properly yet, because this development cycle of, you know, fixing a lot of issues at the beginning is going to break a lot of things all the time. There's no point until that's pretty steady. So hence why I'm still playing 2020. If not, I'm even still playing X-Plane. Haven't done a flight in X-Plane in a while now, I must admit, but still playing. Okay, so we are departing. I think we're going from 19 right. Let me just check SimBrief, because the wind did change from when I looked at this earlier. No, 19 right is the same. So we're going to go from 19 right, and we should be taking the... Oh god, I don't know now because it was different from earlier. We are going on the Reb 6 Delta. There we go. We'll throw you in there. Okay, they're selected. We can execute them. And we can go back to the root if we want to. Just make sure there's no discons. As you can see here, no discons at the moment, so that's fine. No discons in here. Okay, so that's good. We will put the arrival in for now. It might change. We will be looking for the ILS-21. We will be taking the Z. And we are looking for the OSC-3 Charlie. That's not a C, that's an L. Okay, so that's my bad handwriting. We don't need a transition, but we can take one for now. I'll put to here for the second, but we could change that en route. I haven't even looked at the flight plan, if I'm honest with you. Not yet, anyways. Alright, so we need to go into the performance init page now. So this should be all fine. If we just go down to the legs, just make sure that there's no discon. Oh, no, there is a discon. Okay, execute you. Okay, all the discons are gone now. Right. I have a feeling that this is supposed to populate in here from the sim brief. Here we go. So that's all fine. We will be at flaps 5. AC will be off. Anti-ice will be off as well. So we should be able to calculate this stuff now. So take off CNG of 21.6 now. Does it populate in here? Oh, it does. Nice. Nice plane this. I really do like this plane. I'm running on a reserve of 1 like I usually do. Nothing too special. Oh. Like plan fuel. I didn't actually mean to put that there. The 1 was supposed to go down here. Oh. Alright, let's start again. Nope, it's just going to do it again anyways. Okay, whatever. So any of these populating? Nope. Right, we're going to get some details off SimBrief here. Need the PDF. Outside air temperature today is looking like okay, it's looking like 5 degrees. That's fine. Oh, average wind for today is 286 over 054. Okay, next page. Performance limiters. Okay, that's all fine. N1 limit. We'll decelerate the takeoff. Flaps will be 5 for departure. Now my V1 speeds, then they don't populate, I'm assuming. I like X-Plane. Some people now, because they got this, they won't fly anything else. It's really... it's hard to know. Okay, 116, 117. So 116, 117, 133. 133, 133. Okay, 116 was our rotational speed, 117 is our reference speed. 21.6, so we're good on that front. Pre-flight complete. That should be everything complete on the flight page at least. Right, we got no ATC, so we're just going to go directly up to 350 because there is no ATC currently online. There still isn't anybody. I mean, that can change, but in the meantime, we'll just let the plane do what it needs to do. 117 plus 20 or so. We'll you know, I'll put this up to about 180. There you go, 185 will do for the moment. Okie dokie. I think that's that side of things done, right? Okay, we're good on that front. So, flight directors to the on position. Flight director 1 on, flight director 2 on. So they're now on the on position. One thing that we need to start doing here as well is system page. We need to close the door. Okay, then close. Okay, they're fine. So then we need to go back. Okay, ground support. We're going to remove the chocks because we're getting ready to get moving. Oh, bugger. They're already disconnected. They're disconnected. Okay, let's get rid of the safety cones, even though you guys can't see them. Okay. And then it's just this there now. Oh. Well, we can turn on the electric supply anyways. It doesn't really matter. Right, how are we going to go here then? Set barometric pressures. Okay, we'll do that in a second. 1013 looks like what it is. Okay, people are on board now, so seatbelts and smoking now can go to the automatic. Your dampener can go to the on position. Cabin pressures, we're just going to check here. 350, this is now automatic. It's all on auto. Land at 650, that's fine. Okay, so we can start thinking about moving on to the APU. APU run and start. It's usually handy if you throw on a fuel switch when you do that. Now with the Max, you don't have anything to show you that the APU is on. It's all done by your screens here. You can change these to whatever you need them to change to, or you can go outside and you'll be able to hear it. Look. Well, I'm going to throw the APU bleed on, and then I'm just going to check the generator for volts. It does look like there are some volts coming in. It's probably not on just yet. Insufficient fuel. Well, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Okay, so we're now on the APU generators. They can go to the off. Okay, they go back down anyways. APU bleed is on. Ground power can be switched off then. And that's the other thing that I was after here now. We can now disconnect the electric ground power and remove the chocks. We got to press set. Otherwise this doesn't work. Done. We've got to do that on the last page too. Okay. We should be good then, and we should be able to get some pushback going. Now I think the pushback tool does work with this. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure where I am in the airport. No worries, Anthony, catch you later. Okay, I think we want to be over here. Right, we need to make sure we tune in 122.8. For some reason my SATEC radio panel is not working. Annoying me. But the radio is on, everything's on, we can move you back to the up position. Oslo traffic 77742, push back and start. Okay, now that we are pushing back, anti-collision lights need to go to the on as well. We'll throw the wing lights to the on position. We'll get the electronic pressures on, so they're all fine, they're all ready to go. They're all automatic, they're all off, no packs on at the moment. Is the guy here? Ah, he is. So he wants me to release the parking brake. Now I've got to make sure I get the right button. Okay, so we're going to throw fuel pumps to the on position. APU bleed is already on. We're going to go to engine 2. Ignition switch to right. Oh, are we moving yet? Okay, we're going to throw the ground on. We should see some things going on here. Yep, you see the EGT is now rising. Once we get to about 15, we should be able to switch on the fuel. Okay, we're going to set the auto brake to RTO while we're here. Okay, spilling over. That's good. Can't see anything here. We make it says insufficient fuel. I don't know why it's saying insufficient. Because we... I need 6,000... Well, I need 3,700 litres of fuel. And I've got over 6,500. So, we'll make it. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know... That's a bug or what? Put you on to continuous then. Let's fire up engine number 1. We're still being pushed back anyways. We're getting into position here. Okay, DGT is now turning over. We'll add in the fuel. We'll make it, guys. We'll make it. If not, well, these things happen. Okay, wants us to re-engage the parking brake. Engine 1's firing. Oh yeah, it's disappeared now. I don't know why it was there anyways, but I'm not a huge Boeing person, never have been. I don't know all the functions very well, to be honest with you. More of an Airbus kind of guy. Right. We're just going to wait for this to turn over then. We're going to turn on our runway lights. We're going to put our taxi lights on. Okay, we're going to throw on the generators. So the generators now should be generating electricity, as you can see here from Gen 1, Gen 2. So I'm happy with where that is. We put them onto continuous. APU can go to the off position. Packs to auto. Everything else is on auto. Bleed is already off. Okay, engine electronics are on. Probe heats are on. Everything else is on. Taxi lights are on. On. The only thing is, strobe light doesn't go on until we hit the runway. Right. I have no idea where we are in this airport. Okay. Oslo traffic, Simi 7742, taxi into runway 19 right to holding point Alpha 9 via Golf and Papa. Okay, so it should be just a straight head and turn onto Papa for us. Absolutely no idea if that's going to be the case or not, but we can hope. Very quickly, I just want to make sure we set our flaps to 5. There you go. I'm gonna get the. I didn't set any new cameras yet. It's next on my list to do. Just try and get some nice ones for takeoff and landing. Maybe, I don't know. We'll leave that up there. We'll worry about that in a minute. Right. We should be good to taxi. Okay, dome light to the off position for takeoff. And can someone let me know if they see if they see Papa? Oh. For some reason this plane really pulls to the left. Alright, just checking my brake button. That's the right one. Okay, this next turning is Papa. You can probably see it over there if we were quick enough to look. No, it's all moving too fast. Okay, we should put our heading to where we're taking off. At 190. A bit of buffering. Apologies. Everyone being at home for Christmas is really hurting the Wi-Fi. Am I driving all the way? Feels like it. Oslo is a very big airport, so I've got to go all the way down to the end here. I'm taxiing at like double the speed I'm supposed to, so I'm trying to hurry up.
There's only baseline roads are on that whole thing.
Okay, that's somebody coming in and I have no idea who, and I didn't hear what runway. So I want to get to the holding point down here. We'll radio them again just to see where they are, in case they're coming in at 19 right. Hey, oh, good evening. Were they playing today, Newcastle? I didn't even look at the game or anything. Right. We're gonna put that on there. We're gonna do some final checks and find out where the hell this other guy is. Oh, hang on, I'm rolling. Why are we rolling? Rolling in the deep. Okay, strobes on, taxi lights to the off position, landing lights to the on position. Everything else seems to be good. I'm still rolling. Why is that handbrake not staying on? Okay, flaps are 5. RTO set, speed brake set. We'll arm the auto throttles. Right, now, someone said he was on finals. Would you consider this better or worse similar to the MS Flight Sim? This is MS Flight Sim. I'm flying the iFly plane. This is the iFly 737 Max. Yeah, we're 2-0 down to Newcastle after about 20 minutes, and Xexio was taken off after an hour. I didn't even bother watching it, to be honest with you. United have been so poor, I've just not even bothered my ass with them, to be honest with you. Yeah, but Eric Ten Hag made changes to make him a good manager.
The traffic, Fiat 650 kilo, landing 01 left, Oslo.
Okay, he's coming in at 01 left. Oslo traffic, 7742, holding at Alpha 9 for incoming traffic. So he's coming in towards me. He's right there. I can't take off until he moves. Have you put the module into the Microsoft 2024? You know, the FUSIP folder that you have to put in? Have you put it into the 2024's thing? You know the FUSIP, the city folder. I don't have Discord open. I can't send it to you. Remember before I used to have to send you that little FUSIP thing that you have to put into the main folder. Okay, we really can't do anything now until this guy lands. Is that meant to be like rain, that particular effect? On the ground. It's a folder. If you go through our chat, I would have sent it to you. Or if you look in Discord, if you go in Discord and you go to, you know, the community. Basically, you need the community folder for Microsoft 2024. So if you just look on Discord very quickly and you go to VA announcements. Wait for it to load up on my phone myself now. If you scroll up, keep scrolling up and you'll see the FSUIPC Lavat module 1 zip. You need to unzip that and put it in the community folder for 2024. That's what you got to do. Okay, look, he's just landed. I have to wait for him to vacate the runway. He's still on the runway there. You can see his lights.
Oslo 650 kilo is vacated, Oslo. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye-bye.
Awesome. I think it's pretty close to the real plane. I was like, try Vatsim 7742, taking off runway 19 right. We're going to be rolling starting. Ryanair special this. Hey James, I'll be flying on a Max in February going to Madrid. There we go. Okay, positive rate. Gear up. Why can't I see my flight director? Ah, because I forgot to put on my navs. That's why I can't see nothing. Okay, we're gonna fly the departure out. And I'm finding it quite hard to see the screen. There we go. Flaps up. Yeah, we're above 4,000 feet, so we're going to go to standard pressures. Have you unpacked it to put it in? Like, don't put it in zipped up. You have to unzip it and then move it across. And flying a Max to Tenerife and back. Yeah, I don't have a choice. I'm going out to Spain for 3 weeks in February. I've got some work out there to do. So, yeah, I'm... the flights were paid for. Okay, really climbing nearly above 10,000 feet. There we go, above 10,000 feet now. Landing lights can go to the off position. Okay, plane's just auto trimming, nothing to fear. Okay, maybe you can't link them to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 yet. Maybe I need to have a look. I'll have a look at it. There must be something I'm missing. Wow, there really is just not much to see at the moment, is there? Alrighty. Pretty sure I picked the morning and we're going in to the morning. Oh yeah, it's only 4:28. It should be a bit more daylight when we get there. I'm doing a course on electric cars at the moment. So I'm going over there to work for Mercedes and Nissan for 3 weeks to learn about them. Yeah, the thing is, I just haven't flown Microsoft 24 myself yet on the VA, so that's why I haven't really looked into it. I might have to change some settings on the on A-Cars itself. You might actually have to turn on the modules separately. I don't know. I'll have a look. I'll try and see if I can find out what the story is. Yeah, I'll have a look. Don't worry, we will work it out. Work it out. Are they playing now? I'll put Sky on my phone and have a look. I found my new favorite water. Don't know if you've ever seen it. It's called Get More Vits. They do flavored waters. It's so nice. Loads of different flavors. Have a look then. Not worth it. No, that's why I wasn't too worried about it, to be honest with you. Like Man United at the moment, it's just hard to watch. I thought last year was hard to watch at times, but we are really poor until he brings in some signings of his own. I don't see there's going to be much change. I think Rashford will be gone in January. When does the transfer window open now? Must be soon. Is it the 1st? Is it still the 1st? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the United team. There's definitely something wrong with the dressing room. Now, everyone's saying it's Rashford. There's a report came out yesterday from a well-known source that Rashford's been the problem for years. But I can't imagine he's the only problem, you know. Got Football Manager free on Epic. I'm really thinking of installing it. Yeah, Football Manager is good. I like Football Manager. Problem with Football Manager is I've streamed it once, I think, in my many years of YouTube, and I think one person watched. A bit like the Flight Sim streams. The Flight Sim streams are just dead as hell now. But you know, one, I really enjoy flying, so that I'm not going to stop them. Two, I actually find it's a better stream where I can actually read and talk, and it's a better place if people wanted to chat, even though they didn't really care about the stream. And the other thing is it helps keep me prolific in my own flying when I'm not flying. Just with certain things and procedures and, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, I never used to follow checklists before. I used to just go, frig it. But now, because, like, even when I fly real life, it's always checklist everything before takeoff, landings, because otherwise you'll forget fuel pumps, you'll forget this, you'll forget that. And next thing, I'll be in a tree somewhere and I'll be on the 5 o'clock news. So that or Bang Average Football looks like a fun arcade type game. I have not seen that one now. Just watching the game there now. Someone just crossed the ball. I don't know who it was. I can't see who's playing. Oh, we don't even look like we want to score. They reckon that United are after Victor Osimhen in January. They're going to pay 65 million for him. I don't think striker is our issue though. I think the young kid there is fine. We need to get rid of Dalot. I think Dalot is shit. We need players that can cross the ball. We desperately miss Luke Shaw. Right, I'm just going to look at some charts for our arrival because I haven't looked at the charts yet. Let's see. Doesn't matter which one we're coming on. Okay. Let's get some of this stuff done now very quickly while we're sitting here not doing very much. So, for the ILS, hang on, I forgot to put on mode Charlie. Okay, so I am looking for 1.1.7. Because I had the wrong mode put in. 1.1.70. Right, that's the ILS. We're at 350. We're running at max 270 knots. We're going as fast as we can. I saw United trying to swap for Alphonso Davies. I'm not surprised. To be honest with you, James, Man United could be following you down into relegation. It would not surprise me at this rate. We have been just as bad. We have been so poor. I just want to make sure Rovaniemi hasn't got anybody online yet. No, but they've got a couple of arrivals. Okay, I am going to go direct to Nogbo, mainly because I'm going to try and stay out of the airspace of Virans. They seem to have come online and I'm just going to brush into them, so Absolutely forgot how to do it in this one. We go direct to MoBo. Right, that's gonna just turn us just a little bit. We're gonna head direct to MoBo now, which means we're just gonna miss the airspace, which is nice. We might break the record for the lowest points in the season. Baby, it's not a new players, but all new team. The way Portsmouth's playing. Well, it looks like we're all pretty shit then, aren't we? Between Portsmouth, Southampton, and Man United, we all need a new team. Man City won yesterday, though, didn't they? Pep Guardiola was dancing like he'd won the Premier League. Did you see him? I had the United game on here, but I don't really think it's worth having on, to be honest with you. But yeah, United are dog poo. Do you honour the FFP? I don't know. I think it should. I think there's enough there. There's clearly enough evidence. The charges went up from 120 to 150. I think... But there's a lot of lawyers involved. And there's a lot of money involved. And if you were to strip them from everything... There'll be a lot of pissed off teams that I don't know. I think it's too messy. I think they're going to get away with a fine and maybe like a 20-point deduction. They're going to wait until the end of the season to see how many points they got, and they're going to deduct enough points where they don't get relegated. I think that's probably what will happen. Absolute bullshit, really. But I mean, what can we do? There's nothing we can do about it. It is what it's going to be. They'll get away with it somehow, some way. Something ropey will happen. Going to the Sunderland versus Portsmouth Sunday. Oh yeah, nice. I've been to a good game in ages. The football over here in Ireland, the Irish Football League is pretty rubbish. I mean, we got a local team, Galway, down the road there, and they're in the main division now. But it's really bad football. It's like Sunday league football. So it feels like, you know, when you come from a night out on a Saturday and you all go on a Sunday and you're all pissed as a fart. Bristol City versus Plymouth, he was getting fair bit. Did he get fired yet? He didn't get fired. I thought he would have been fired after Lampard smashing him. I thought that was game over for him. What did he lose? 4-0, 5-0 or something the other day? I thought they were talking that he was gone. He's so getting fired. But mind you, that Plymouth team wasn't a bad team. It is very dull flying at night. You have to do something. I think Wayne Rooney's is in the toilet at the moment. Anyways, Count, how was Christmas? What did you get? What did Santa buy you? A lot of people flying into Roving Amy. I know people are hating 24, but I do have mine working very smoothly with this Phoenix. Yeah, I mean, look, it does work, but it doesn't have all the planes and stuff, and the Phoenix is the only one that's moved across at the moment, really. Oh, Chelsea are losing, are they? Wow. Once worked at a Manchester gig, it was on a Saturday, travelled back home overnight. Got in for 7 AM, stayed awake, stewarded a match in Sunderland that Sunday at 12, was knackered. Yeah, I remember I used to play for an over-18s team when I was a little bit younger, and yeah, we used to go from the nightclubs straight out to the pitch on a Sunday morning. It was absolutely brutal. Ah, nice, nice. The plane was a kind of like Christmas present to myself, so that was Christmas done and dusted. To be fair, I actually needed socks. I asked for socks. I didn't get any socks. I don't know what it is recently, but every sock I seem to put on seems to have a hole in them. And none of them had holes in, and then all of a sudden they all have holes. I don't know if the tumble dryer is chewing them up or something. So, good old Primark. Pick up 20 socks. I just throw everything that's in my drawer away, I don't care. I just throw them all out. Get the cheap ones. That's why they never last, probably. Well, we'll see how she flies over the week. Me and the girlfriend just had an offer accepted by offer. Ah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. I remember when I bought my first house. Long sold now. Tickets to watch Portsmouth play Sunday was a Christmas present. Oh, yeah, nice. Ah, it's nice day out though, especially you can go with the kid. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go up to the plane. I'll be up there tomorrow with it. I'm gonna kind of give it the once over. Like, when I brought it, I haven't been spent any time with it, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna go up tomorrow. I've got new radio to fit, and I've got to fit all the headsets and the transponders and stuff. I have to fit all that stuff tomorrow. That's my plan. And then I'll be flying a C-42 on Thursday. I'm doing some stuff up at one of the other airfields away from my plane. And then Friday and Saturday I'll be flying my plane, hopefully. That's the plan. If you bought in Bristol, I'd be a bit worried that probably not the best quality. Nah, you'd be fine. But look, even if I don't support the team, I used to live close to Southampton, so I used to go to a lot of Southampton games, especially when they got relegated into like the Championship and stuff, because the ticket prices were affordable. They were never a rip-off. Like, for 20 quid you'd get in, like, and you'd get a good seat. So like, I used to go to a lot of games, a lot of teams that are around me. I don't care. I just go for I just like the atmosphere myself. Bristol is a shithole. Let's not try and kid this over, Jamesy. It is what it is. Unless they've blown it up, knocked it down and rebuilt it in the last 20 years. Last time I'd been to Bristol anyways. Last time I went to Bristol was probably about 15 years ago, to be fair. I'd say loads has changed. I used to drive in and out of there quite a bit. But to be fair, I actually ball boyed the game they got relegated by Man United. I knew the ball boy coordinator for Southampton. He was one of my mate's dads. I ball-boyed Man United that year that we kicked them out. That was the year the Glazers took over Man United. We relegated you, and I ball-boyed that game. I actually got Wayne Rooney and Kleberson's shirt that day. I got 2 shirts in the tunnel. So look, I have great passion for the Saints. But saying that, I remember when I left that stadium that day, Jesus Christ, the Man United fans are just peacefully getting on their bus, and all the Saints fans threw rocks through all the windows because obviously you were relegated. You were pretty upset, and they're chanting about the Glazers because the Glazers just took over at the time. Not to know that the Saints fans were absolutely right. What they'd done to the club was destroy us. And then you just saw all the Man United fans just walk straight off the bus and just beat the shit out of all the Saints fans. Oh yeah, I'll fly over for a house party. I'm actually near your way, Jamesy. I'm going to in June for 2 weeks. I'll be just outside Bristol. I'll be in shit. I need to Google it. I can't remember what the place is called. Oh Jesus Christ! I typed Google Classroom. Give me the map of the world. Google Maps. Google Maps. Gotta wait for it to load. I don't know. It's taking its sweet ass time. ATS new route out now. Edinburgh to Carstairs. I don't have any of the ATS stuff. I refuse to give him any money. I'm being Yate. Hang on. I'm Google Map. Okay, Google Maps loaded. I'm gonna be in. Oh, for friggin' hell's sake! Why does everything work so slow? Burnham-on-Sea, near Weston-super-Mare. So I'm literally just gonna be outside Bristol. You're north of Bristol, Yate. Oh look, you've got a train station. Chipping Sodbury Town Football Club. Ooh. Chipping Sodbury. Now you're just trying to get close to the farm, aren't you? I can't download from Alan Thompson Sim. I don't have an account, and I don't want an account. So I won't be getting any routes from that. ATS is a thief. He robbed people. He's a mug. So screw him. Yeah, I'll be in Burnham-on-Sea for 2 weeks. What am I doing there? Absolutely nothing. Hopefully sun lounging on the beach. Hopefully. That'd be the plan. And bring the plane. Yeah, maybe. Haven't looked at logistics of what I'm doing yet, to be honest here. I see Rashford is warming up for Man United. I'm surprised he made the team. To be fair, this Man United game's been pretty bland. From what I've seen anyways. So James, are you gonna have a house party? Can you have it in about July? First week of July would be great. Right, where are we in the world? God, we seem miles away. Okay, we might get a bit more of a tailwind here now as well. I definitely messed up with the flying into morning, didn't I? My UTC 6 o'clock in the morning. Just out of interest, what are the annual plane costs? Well, to break it down for you, so I've only got a small two-seater plane for the reason of it's half the price of a four-seater, funny enough. So, breaking it down, hangarage you're looking at, depending where you can hangar, you roughly, the prices I've seen have varied from 70 to £100 a month. So, if the bigger airports that have more runways, the tarmacs, you're definitely looking at the £100 a month. Some of the smaller ones that might just have one runway, or some of the ones that are a little out of the way, some of them maybe grass strips, about £70 a month. That's your hangarage. Your fuel, you burn about 14 litres of fuel an hour, so that's about 20 quid an hour now, because of the fuel prices. So about 14 litres an hour, it's about 20 quid an hour. Insurance for the year was 180 euros. Now I paid in euros because I insured it this side, even though it's in the north. Maintenance is a tough one, because it depends on how much you fly. Every, say, 50 hours something has to be done. Could be a basic service. You will have annuals. Every 500 hours or every 300 hours you need a full rebuild of the engines. Blah 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 blah. Now, being a mechanic, I can take off most of that labour myself. So I will only pay for parts. So a service of an aircraft, maybe about 50 quid every half a year maybe. When you have to do the big service, the decoking, or if you have to do the full rebuilds for the parts, probably looking about £1,000 for a full rebuild of an engine. But to pay someone would be about £2,500. So I'll save myself 1,500 quid by doing it myself, signing off for myself. Other costs to think about: fuel, insurance. Your radio license is 15 quid every 3 years. Still something to think about. That's not actually your main license. Your main license costs you like 600 quid to get. Your main telephone license, or whatever they call it, that's your personal one. That's about 15 quid for 3 years. You have, I'm trying to think what other costs are involved. Got your radio. That's about it. That's kind of your big costs. And then obviously you got your Sky Demon app. That's 60 quid a year, Sky Demon. So Sky Demon is what I used as like the GPS. It's like I've got a flight tablet. I have a flight tablet, and I use Sky Demon for it. It does all the NOTAMs and weather and all that kind of stuff for you. So that's another 60 quid a year. You've got to factor that into that price too. That's about it, really. Yeah, can have the house party then. Probs won't be moved into the new place until March, April, so July wouldn't be a bad time. Yeah, yeah, July's good. Have a barbecue or something. I'd love to build a runway here. I have land, but I don't have enough land. Not enough flat land. My land is very hilly, so to dig through that would cost me thousands just to get that level. And then the other issue you have because of the houses, the telephone lines and stuff, it's just risky. No, we're going to make James's house like Project X. Have any of you ever seen Project X? That's the movie you need to watch, Iceman. That's what we're going to do to his house. Project X. So yeah, they're your basic costs. So per year, you're looking about $1,000 to 1,200 a year for storage. That's your biggest cost. 20 quid an hour to fly. If you do 50 hours in the year, that's probably quite a bit. Not bad. Insurance is 180 euros a year. Nothing you can do about that. That's just insurance. 60 for your Sky Demon. 15 for your radio license. That's about it. But if you were to rent a plane, so the difference is I was renting a plane, so per hour with all these fees put into, I should be running my plane at about 35 euros an hour. That factors in if I do 50 hours a year with my insurance, 50 hours of fuel. That includes an hour worth of fuel. That includes my Sky Demon broken up over 12 months. I'm looking at about 35 euros an hour to fly my plane. When you rent a plane, so the C-42s that I rent, that I've been renting for a while, they work out at about, it's in pounds, it's about 130 pounds, which I think is about 160 euros. So it's massive. So even though you got the upfront cost of the plane of $5,000 or whatever per hour, you know, after, say if you flew that plane for 2 years, you'd make your money back anyways. I would not fly a helicopter. I don't like helicopters. I really don't like helicopters. And the reason is it's simple. If anything happens to a helicopter, there's only one way it can go. It's going to go down. That's it. It's going. Where a plane, at least if the engine blows at 3,000 feet, you probably have a good 10 minutes to land. You know, you got plenty of time to find your field, take a breath. You know, the emergency landings are easy in a plane. A helicopter, I don't know what you do. You just try and hover as quick as you can to the ground before you blow up. Nah. Also, to fly a helicopter is mad. It's like £300 an hour to train in a helicopter or something stupid I read. Up at the airfield there. That's what they were charging in Newtonards anyways. Crazy money for the instructor. To be fair, even the C-150s and the 179s, they were, I think it was about £165 an hour to burn because of the fuel. And they're just so expensive. Hey, Secluded Games, how's it going? How many teeth you got left? Did you just pull them all out? You know what, I'm so tempted. I'm waiting for it. If I break any of my front ones, I'm pulling the lot. And I'm just going to get the lot pulled and get fake ones put in. I'm waiting to lose a front one. When that day happens, that's it. The whole lot are getting pulled. 10 grand, what was that for his whole license, or was that for what? Yeah, it's helicopters are expensive. Even those gyrocopters and stuff though, they're really expensive. Even those small 2-seater things that you can buy for yourself, they're crazy money. You can fit Thunder Tries. Well, actually, the good thing with the little plane that I've got, it only needs about 150 meters of runway, and you can land it in fields. The tires are pretty good. You can put bigger ones on. Some people have. It is something you can do. I have to have 3 pulled, but need antibiotics first. Oh, you got ulcers or something underneath. Oh, that's the worst. I freaking hate the dentist, though, to be fair. Fucking hell, look who it is. Nut. Jeez, I know, blew my nut just reading your name. I'm back flying, just testing out career now, but is it possible to join back up the VA? Of course it's possible. Your account is probably still there. I just need to reactivate you. But there are some issues with 2024 at the moment. 2024, I need to work out how to get the VA to connect to it. I don't think ACARs have updated their system for 2024 yet. So, yeah. That was just for his license. Friggin' hell, 10 grand. Nah. It's just, I don't know what it is. Like I said, I looked at the helicopter guys there because they do their training when we were training for flying, and you know, and then the instructor said to me, he said, don't bother. He said, unless you got deep pockets, he says, don't bother. Unless you're going to go do some work or something with it. You know, there's absolutely no point. Here you go. Here's my little plane for any of you that haven't seen my plane yet. This is the plane I brought. She needs a good wash. These are the C-42s. These are the ones I did a lot of my training in. Not in this field, but a lot of them were done there. Flying Shamrock, a bit late for flight 6 out. It is. We normally do it before Christmas, and I don't know what happened. We didn't do it. So we always fly the Rovaniemi every year in Christmas. But I need to bring back the coal he gave me. I looked at the heli training stuff. They wanted 85k up front, and I just laughed. Yeah. I don't know. Helicopter, like I said, I think unless you're literally got a job or going into job or doing like the rescue helicopters or something, I don't know. You have to have serious money for helicopter training. I'll be honest with you. If you want to do your flight or your helicopter training, you're best just joining the army. Yes, you have to run 5 miles here and there, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper. I think that's the best way to do it, is to do it via the army if you can. If you're young enough. If it's something that really interests you to get into these kind of trainings. $85 grand. But it's even like the flight training. They say that you can get from 0 to A320 or 737 type rated for 80 grand. But the problem is, it's called a frozen APTL, and it doesn't guarantee you a job either. A lot of them aren't moving you into it. They pay for it in the army. Yeah, but it comes via your wages and stuff. You've got to just be in the army for X amount of years and all that kind of crap. It's still a better way to do it if you ask me. And probably more fun because you'll actually get to fly the helicopters doing something. I think that's always the hardest thing, is what kind of job you're going to get out of flying these kind of planes. Like anything that I've got, it's only ever going to be Sunday fun flying, you know what I mean? I'm never going to get a job out of it. You know, there is a small airfield here that fly to the islands. They fly twin otters, and they got 2 of them. But them pilots are quite young. By the way, I've watched much of your videos. Good to see you still keeping up the good work. Yeah, I do try. We don't fly as much now. We fly once a week now, usually on a Tuesday night. Oh, you're getting that EFAS from Wind Wings. It looks good, that. Oh, sorry, the Islanders. Yeah, sorry. BN Islanders, not Twin Otters. Sorry, you're right. Islanders. But yeah, that's probably the only job that'd be near me, unless I flew for Ryanair, really, and then I'd have to move to Dublin probably for that too. No, look, if you join the Discord nut and just message me, and I'll get you sorted out on the VA, and I'll see if your name's actually still unlocked or not. You can join the army, be there for 3 months, and they will pay you for driving car, plane, tanks, and heli, but you have to be there for 3 months. Is that all? No, that's nothing. It's probably still the best way to do it, is joining the army. It's just crazy money. Everything is just so crazy money. I do live near Connemara, and my grandparents actually own the house next door to the airport in Connemara. So we've got great links there. Yeah, nothing's cheap though. To be fair, doing my car license didn't feel cheap back then though either. I don't know why I used to pay £20 an hour. I think it used to be something like that, £17 an hour. I only did about 10 hours before I passed my test though. So basically, what happened was I started driving, and then I had a hernia, and I had an operation, and I didn't drive for nearly 4 months. And the instructor said to me that there wasn't many tests available for a while, so I put myself on an emergency list. And then literally they called me the next day and says, "Oh, we got one tomorrow." And I said, "All right." I turned up in my own car because the instructor's car wasn't even available, and the rest is history. I actually passed my test. The instructor's like, "Oh, you're never gonna pass. You're never gonna pass. Not enough hours." Yeah, full of shit. These people just want money from you. And you know what? When I was learning to fly, it was the same thing. I actually went around about 4 or 5 different instructors, and the reason why I did that was the same reason. The ones that you could tell, I spoke to one instructor and he was telling me about his other students, and one student had racked up of like something over like 90 hours with instruction, and he still hadn't passed his test. And he was like, "Oh yeah, he's just very cautious. He wants to take it easy." I'm like, that to me isn't an instructor that's trying to push you to do well. So and then another one I met, I went up in the plane for an hour with him, and he was just continuously on the phone while we were instructing with people booking lessons and stuff and all this kind of stuff, and he wasn't even paying any attention. I could have just dive bombed us to the ground. Like, he had no interest in being there apart from the money. See, the problem with a lot of instructors are, a lot of these younger ones especially, they're trying to get onto the airlines and they need to make 500 hours. So once you've got 100 hours under your belt, you can actually get your CFI, your instructor ratings. So once I get 100 hours, which I'm only maybe 20 or 30 off, I could then apply to do my instructors, and then I could teach people to fly the plane or my plane. And when you're sitting in that passenger seat, you're building your hours while flying with these people. Even though they're paying you, your hours are getting built up and built up, because you're still pilot 2, you're still P2 in command or whatever. Well, actually, you're an instructor anyway, so you get the full hours. But and yeah, he was one of those kind of guys, and you can tell it was just about money. And then the instructor actually I ended up with, I did one flight with him, and we did a landing, and he hit me. And he says, "You trying to kill us?" And I instantly knew this was the guy. And that's the way he treated me. Like, he'd swear at you, he'd be, but he'd be pushing you. If you did something stupid, you'd get a good whack, And it's just you gotta find someone you click with. And look, I passed my exam with minimum hours, literally bare minimum again with my pilot license. I think I was like 1 hour over the instructions that I needed. But he pushed me to pass. He wanted you to pass. He wasn't about the money. He wanted you. He knew that you wanted to be a pilot. He knows that you want to be up in the air, and he wants to get you there as quickly and as safely as he can. And I didn't even know I was doing my exam. It was that day he said to me, he says, "It was the end of the day. I just finished an hour of solo, because you had to have 10 hours of solo before you could do the exam. So I was just flying in circles and doing bits and pieces. And I came back in and he said, "Look, Jesus, there's enough light." He said, "Do you want to go do your exam?" And I said, "All right." So we just went off and did it. £35 an hour. Whoa! £35 an hour. Don't know why I'm complaining anymore. Hey, Jim. I mean, when the instructor's not there, you can't afford to make those mistakes, so that makes sense. Yeah, look, you just got to find someone you click with, and you got to trust him. Like, the other thing is with this guy, even though, you know, he scared the crap out of me that first day when he hit me saying you're trying to kill us, you know, but he was very blunt, and some people learn differently, and for me, it's more impactful if someone tells me what I'm doing wrong. Don't sugarcoat it. Oh, you're doing great, you're doing well. No. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me how do I fix what I'm doing wrong, and then guide me to do the better thing. And that's what he did. So like, even like if you're flying normally and saying you're making a turn, and you know you got to use ailerons and rudder, if you don't use enough ailerons and you're just using a lot of rudder, the aircraft just skids and it's not efficient. So one, it's costing me more money per hour to train because of fuel or whatever, you know, and he'll point it out, and you know, those kind of things, but other people just wouldn't say a thing to you. You know, like I said, I had that guy who was on the phone most of the time that were up in the air, and I was just like, yeah, it's not gonna work for me. Like, but the guy I ended up with, he had like 5,000 hours or something. He's 76. He was an old fella, and absolutely brilliant instructor. But you know, he will swear, he will use language. He is a bit colourful, but like I said, you did something wrong. He wouldn't say, oh, you did a good job, but do it this way. He'd be like, that was terrible. Like, what are you doing? You know. Even actually, I was in a plane with him there a month ago, because every 2 years you got to do a revalidation of 2 hours with an instructor. A part of keeping your license, you need to have, I think it's 12 hours minimum a year plus the 2 hours with the instructor. And I went up with him in our first landing. Now, I hadn't flown in 3 months, and so my first landing was rusty. But you know, he just turns around and goes to me, he goes, who taught you to fly? What is this crap, you know? And you know, very instantly we went round again very quickly. He told me as we were doing the go around, we were up in the air, and he's telling me what I did wrong, how to correct it. After that, absolutely fine again. You know, it kind of stuck. That my oldest is getting all the driving lessons free. The instructor has even given them money for the theory appointment, money for the theory and the practical test. Well, you're very lucky that you have someone in the family that does that. Dublin Airport to Malahide. You'll jump out, no problem. We'll just fly really low and I'll just push you. Harold, you have to come for a flight with me. You have to. So the plan with the plane is, I'm going up to do my the difference training this weekend. I'm in, and then it's only 4 weeks, and then I'm in Spain for 3 weeks. So I'm not going to get any flying done till I'm back from Spain. I plan to move it to the west of Ireland in April, March, April time when the weather warms up. Because I don't come back to the 9th of March anyways. So I'll plan for some time between March and beginning of April. I'll move it down here to the west. But I'll happily fly out to an airfield towards Dublin and meet you there, mate, and do a few hours and come back. There's not many people that will go in a small plane with people. It's really weird. Like, even family and friends, they're like, I ain't getting in a plane with you. I'm like, I'm not going to kill you. It's just the fact it's a small plane. People just are terrified. And I don't blame them, to be honest with you. Like, it does feel a bit ropey sometimes. I learned to drive in an OLS Series 1 Land Rover. Jesus. Instructor swore, cursed, but it's brilliant, yeah. What did I learn in? I learned in, what did he have? I think it was a Renault. God, I can't even remember. I didn't do very many hours with him anyways. My first car was a Peugeot 106. Oh, for sure. For sure. I'll have to have a look what airfields are close to wherever you live. If you give me a rough... Well, I'm assuming you're in the city centre, are you? Or are you towards Swords? You'd love to get in a small plane. Put on my way the plane on one side. Ah, no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. The plane can take over 100 kilos on both sides. Gonna get a class 2, so you can't really hold a job in aviation. The problem is there's just not a lot of jobs out there. Even if you go and do it, like all these training centers in like Poland, Spain, like, oh yeah, you know, we'll give you a frozen APTL and all this kind of stuff. There's no jobs really out there, to be honest with you. It's very slim pickings. And if you work for EasyJet, Ryanair, you get based where they tell you. So if I went on the Ryanair program, you get to basically told where you're going to be based from from the beginning. Like, they could send you to Lyon, Paris, Czech Republic, you know, England somewhere. Like, you get no choice. About 120 kilos, I think, is the max. I think. On one side, but you just put less fuel in. You're near Swords. I think there's an airfield up there somewhere. Good news, I'm off the beer because of my mate's wedding in the new year. Oh, nice. I'm putting in some effort this year to lose some weight myself because I'm up in the high 90s. I mean, House Flipper 2 is really nice, so much better than the Christmas one. Yeah, we're going to do some House Flipper 2 when I come back. We'll have a look at this multiplayer in it, see if it's any good. Hey guys, I think the sun is trying to rise. I think it's still going to be pitch black when we get to Rovaniemi though, but... Yeah, to be fair, I lost a lot of weight back in August, September. I lost nearly 20 kilos, and I real thinned down. And then October, November, December, I just gained it, and I'm back over. I'm about 97 kilos at the moment, and it's too much. I used to walk around at about 83 kilos. But I'd like to get down to about the 75 kilo would be good. Yeah. There is multiplayer now. Alright, just gotta have a quick look at the radar and just see who else is flying into Rovaniemi. Where are we at? There's two coming in there now. There's a few on the ground. I don't think there's anyone taking off though. I'm still on my lockdown beer phase. 95 kilos. Yeah, the thing is, I used to compete in judo. I used to compete nationally here in Ireland as well before COVID. And when I had the car accident, I did my shoulder in. And it's something I want to get back into, but I used to fight on the under 63 kilo category. I used to cut weight. I used to cut like 15 kilos. Whoa, whoa. Overspeed, overspeed. First lockdown, went up early for a run, no one see me. Second lockdown, went on full beer. Try fasting, that's what I do. I only eat between 12 and 8, helps lose weight. Yeah, I only eat a meal and it's dead on 4:30, 5 o'clock in the evening. I don't eat a big meal past 5:30, that's like my cut-off. Because that is my biggest issue, is eating just late into the evening. Like 9, 10 o'clock at night, I'd be eating a full-on meal. Oh, I can cut the weight easy. It's just the thing that gets me is the fizzy drinks as well. Sometimes, like I haven't had a fizzy drink now in nearly 2 weeks, but I'll go through a phase where like I'll have a can of Coke, but then I just can't stop. And the next thing I get a box of Coke, and that's gone in like 2 days. I'm like, what the hell's happened? So I find it's the fizzy drinks that bloat me massively. So I come off them, I generally drop again pretty quickly, but I've not dropped so fast this time. I'm keeping a lot more in my face than I want. Order chef jackets, sell a lot down, and send them back because they're too small. Jesus. Yeah, man, planning a chicken roll soon. See, this is it. And this is the worst thing. Now, the only good thing about living in the country compared to like England was that, you know, I could come home late from work something, KFC, McDonald's, all these places are open. I don't have any takeaway here. If I want a takeaway, I have to drive. So one, I can't drink, and I have to drive 5 miles into the nearest village, and there's one shop. It's a kebab takeaway place. He does pizzas, kebabs and burgers. It's not great, and that's it. Otherwise I have to drive 30 kilometers into the city. So in that sense, like, it's good. I don't eat a lot of crap. I only eat proper food. But my other biggest issue is just portion sizes. You know, I like a lot of rice. I eat a lot of fried rice and stuff like that here, and I must be such a good chef that I just can't stop eating the damn stuff. Then stick to the water. Yeah, see, that's what I've been on again recently. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I've been drinking a lot of this Get More Vits water. I love flavoured waters, and they're really nice. Quite expensive though. Such an Irish thing, having the chicken rolls. It should be like the national dish. National dish of Ireland, a couple of chicken rolls. Chicken fillet roll at the petrol station is what everyone eats. Do you get those oil and bag rice? No. I do all my own fried rice and stuff. I get the basmati rice, my favourite rice. And I'll cook that off and then leave it a day, fry it. You know, I buy from not Iceland, Aldi. I buy the shredded chicken from Aldi in the bags, the shredded battered chicken, and I put that in the air fryer, and then I make fried rice with, like, you know, I put carrots, potatoes, celery, lots of soy sauces and 5 spice and all that kind of stuff. Bit of chicken stock in there. Throw an egg or two. But yeah, but then like, the portion is just out of control. Yeah, one bag, one portion. Yeah, it just doesn't work. And the worst thing when it comes to making rice, even when I was in the kitchens back in the day, pasta and rice, I can't just cook for one person. I cook for 5,000 or I cook for none. So like, there's just so much left over. You're a super value guy. Super value. There's one in Ballon Road there, but I don't go in it. I don't think I use any super value. Nah, Aldi. Aldi and Tesco's, they're the two I use. And a little bit of Dunn's. Dunn's is expensive, but... Oh yeah, I'm in and out too, but look, to be fair, like the Aldi by us here now, they built a new one there just before COVID and it's pretty quiet. I don't know why they built it where they did, to be honest. But yeah, rice, you know, I make it and there's enough to feed about 10,000 people and all the dogs. I have to give it to the chickens and everything that make so much. But yeah, portion control is a killer. How did the Man United game end anyways? $50 wins. We should be descending now. I have no idea what we're doing down here. Newcastle. Yeah. 140 nautical miles away. I don't know. I'm not too far now. Oh no, I just changed my... There we go. Just get a nice tailwind on the push-in now. Chelsea got beat by Ipswich 2-0, so overall weird day. To be fair, I thought Chelsea and Liverpool were going to run away with the league this year, to be honest with you. I think Liverpool are going to be hard to stop. I think the problem with Liverpool is their squad, though. You know, is Trent going to stay? Is Salah going to stay? I think after this, if they don't win the league this year, I don't know what kind of situation Liverpool are going to be in next year. Right, well, we're just starting our descent now. Don't see why they would leave if we win the league. I think Salah is the biggest one. I think he wants a different challenge, if I'm honest with you. I can see him leaving. Now Trent, I think Trent would stay. And obviously he's holding out for more money, and fair play, he should. The one Liverpool signing I don't get is Chiesa. Why is he not playing? Where is he? What's wrong with him? You put in all that money for him and I haven't seen him play really. Yeah, I think Salah will go. I think he's had enough. I don't think it's because of Liverpool. I think he's won what he can win. I think he's earned plenty of money, but I think he will go. I think he'll go get one big payday from somewhere. I think he'll go. I think the league is Liverpool's to lose unless something drastic happens that you go through some rut of a 5-game losing streak or something. I think there's no reason why. Man City aren't in the frame this year. I think Arsenal too far behind. I thought Chelsea were the team to really the only ones that might test it to the end, but you know, if they've just lost to bloody Ipswich tonight. But then Ipswich played well against United too. Like that Ipswich squad is a pretty good team, though, to be fair. He had an attitude issue, really. Is he Italian? I thought maybe he was just injured or something. Alright, what the hell's going on here then? So we're going in, quick turn, and into final. Okay. I mean, I'm sorry, but Salah, again, must be the MVP of the year. I think that guy's been on fire this year. You know, you just, there's no way you could play ahead of him. He was brought probably thinking that Salah, at the beginning of the season, I think everyone thought Salah was either going to go or, you know, he was going to be on the way out this season. But yeah, Salah's turned up and you can't not play him. That kind of form, it'd be suicide. But I think that Liverpool, you know, they got a good squad of players. Look, the thing is, I don't know how much of it is the manager. I think, I do think he was left a good, solid foundation of a team. I think last year, unfortunately for Klopp, was the injuries. You guys were injury ridden, and I think that's what cost you the league in terms of league position and all that stuff. But I think Slot was given a good team, but it is an aging team. I don't know. I don't know how much input he's had. We'll have to see, because he didn't really buy anybody either. The one person they brought, they don't play. So it'd be interesting to see what he does in terms of recruitment and where he wants to change people in and out. I think it's an interesting one. I'm still on the fence about him. But look, he's the same demeanor of management from the Klopp kind of people, isn't he? So why the frig are we? Why am I not descending? Oh my god. Altitude hold was on for some reason. I must have flicked it by accident instead of... Didn't realise VNav wasn't on. Just thinking there, why am I at 35,000 feet? Yeah, I mean, look, it'd be interesting to see who he brings in, what personnel he wants. I do think he has inherited a good squad there, though. And like I said, you got a lot of people fit, people staying fit. I mean, losing Van Dijk and all them last year and stuff, I think it really did hurt you guys. Right, we're going to have to fully put out this air brake because we're descending. This is more than Ryanair. Look at this. I wish a Man United manager would leave a good team for another manager. I mean, even when Ferguson left that year, one because of David Gill, but he left because he knew that squad shouldn't have won the league. The year that he won the league in his final year, he knew that that squad should never have won the league. United were terrible, and we've never recovered. Absolutely never recovered from that. Jesus Christ, we're literally dropping out of the sky here. We're supposed to be at 10,000 feet by the time we get to Oslit. I'm not sure that that's going to happen. I might have to extend my own turn. Okay, let's have a look on the Vatsim radar. What's going on in the area? Oh shit, somebody else is coming into Rovaniemi now as well. Now I'm dropping out of the sky. Okay, the plane is trying to bring itself under 240. I wish it wouldn't. Oh my god, the plane's trying to slow down way too much here. Okay, we'll hold at the 200 mark. There is no way I'm going to get this plane in. Okay, I'm going to keep the speed brake out, because the plane is now going to drop like thunder again. We're supposed to be at 2,500 by week it. Oh, my plane's... me not paying attention's just caused me a world of pain. What runway am I coming in at? 2-1. How am I going to fix this? Okay, looking at the chart, by NEPAC, I need to be at 2,500 to catch the ILS. Well, that ain't going to happen, is it? Let's just be honest. What we could do is I might extend the circle. Yeah, I'm going to follow the heading out. I'm going to extend the circle. Try and get us down to under the 10,000 point before I start worrying about anything else. Freaking pitch black, which is the worst thing here. I'm probably going to extend it by about 5 nautical miles. Gotta hate when I can't see anything. Okay. 13,000 feet. Okay, it's not going to work unless I intercept. Why is my on-out not working? Come on, we should be able to intercept this now. Okay, I need to do another circle here. Okay, one more loop. Hey Nelson, good evening. I'm having a bit of trouble here. I didn't realise the plane wasn't descending and then I left it a bit late, so I'm just bleeding off a little bit of extra. Right, loads of other things I didn't do because of all that messing around. Landing lights need to go to the on position. Oh Jesus, it's pretty dark here. Road moving traffic 7742 on finals for runway 21. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's nothing but cloud, and my approach is not doing what it needs to do. Right, there we go. Alright, hopefully we're back on some sort of track. We have gone way too slow here. Right, this plane should be descending. Okay, we'll throw the gear down anyways. Oh, we can see the runway, that's good. Okay, flaps are full. Yeah, I've disengaged a lot. Taken over. Whoa, where did all the lights go? What the hell? Why are we miles off the center line? Jesus Christ. This is ridiculous. Not the time to subscribe to the channel.
400.
I don't know why I'm so far off the line.
300. Approaching minimum.
Friggin' minimums. 77742, landing runway 21. Gonna be a rough one.
100.
Jesus Christ.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Can't see. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Road leaving traffic, 7742, vacated runway. Jesus Christ. What's going on with all this weird snow? I got nowhere to park. To be fair, the only reason why I didn't keep my ILS on, which I should have done, was because the whole approach was a bit of a mess, to be honest with you. Oh, you're lucky. I didn't record my landing, but I wish I had, because there was definitely something odd about that one, wasn't there? Right, well the good news is we landed. I wasn't going to mess around and go around again. It was hard enough that I had to bleed off all that air as it was, and but look, we arrived with Nova Nemi. We're here to see Santa, a bit late, but better late than never, right? We can give him next year's list. But yeah, that was it was all my fault. I messed up from the descent. I didn't see that it wasn't descending because I had some other thing clicked for some reason. But there you go, nice little flight. Thank you for Jamesy and Count for flying with us. I'm now done now for the week. I will see you all next Monday. Hope you all have a good week and good night.